Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I ended up pulling these out of the car. I'm ready to get rid of that Z chassis. Yeah, so I got these. I'm gonna see about, you know, two ways of going about this. Is the frame rails, they kind of, like they hold on with some, you can see that thing there. Um, I could drill that out, keep the frame rail, and then take these stock ones, drill out those, and then I could TIG weld them. That's that option. Or a long time ago, I had bought some racing seats, and then have some like Megan brackets. But the only thing is, if I put those on, that will raise up the seat so high. So I'm looking at modifying these or making some brackets. I don't know. I gotta see, because these are S14s, and my brother-in-law kind of needs them, so that's what's up. But maybe I can mimic some brackets out of some angled iron. I could weld something at an angle. But all right, at least they look way better. Nice bolster. And then I also took the seat belts from the Z. I don't know if you guys know, you can get the seat belts from a B13 and get them to mount up. So I don't know, these are kind of big, but usually that hides back here, and then whatever. But I don't know, I gotta see if I can get those in. But if not, you guys look it up and put in B13 seat belts in an S13. But alright, guys, hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so I was over here doing some work with my brother-in-law. We what do you call it? Yeah, look at it. You can see, started cleaning her up a little bit. You know what I mean? All that old ass wiring. And yeah. So we went. Let me move this light. And I was like, remember here I wanted to put this turbo here and everything, but then this fuse box was sitting over there on a bracket in the way. Then this had the battery, tray there. That's what we had to, drill out the spot welds and pry up. So now I'm getting, as you can see, better clearance there. The only thing is, what I gotta do is build a bracket. A bracket from here to the motor, once I get it, so that supports it, and then it doesn't hit the rails on there. But I'm gonna chop this all out. You see that line that's there, kind of black. I'm gonna follow something like that and cut that out, so then that will give clearance to that, and it will also bring in fresh air. And it's really to get away from all of that shit, at least make it neat. You can see where I had cut it before, but I went through the battery tray, and what do you call it, I had left it. So I'll clean that up, cut that up, but then I'll still be sitting like this, just more room, more air to breathe. And then I also started messing with the wiring harness for the rear and the front. So I ended up we pulled the old starter, the old for the spark plugs, the ignition coil and everything, wiring, mass airflow filter, that ran over there, brung that, and what do you call it, clean that up, brung that over here. So as you can see, here's this is the transmission going to the rear down, the starter, bam, that starter relay, that's what do you call it, or whatever. But this whole bundle right here, damn, I'm getting my hands dirty, and I just cleaned that shit. This whole bundle right here, this is for the starter. And you see that plug? Not for the starter, the alternator. You see that plug? That shit plugs right on the back. That's why you gotta love Nissan. Oh Lord. That's why you gotta love Nissan. That plug there on the alternator, as you can see, that plugs straight into my harness. So that's straightforward. I don't have to do no harness change or plug change. And then everything else that's there, it's going for the reverse, and I'm sorry, into the back, and the only thing I need is a reverse to get my lights working, because there's no speed sensor on these trannies. They come on the diffs, and so that's one of the things. Like, let's say if you were to change diffs between like a G35 or 350, the speed sensor is on the rear end. So when you change that rear end, it automatically changes. Well, that's what I read. But anyhow, since the transmission doesn't have any of those sensors for the speed, I gotta probably go with a GPS speedo, or if not, I'm gonna go with like a little GPS guide. But then I saw like they saying some nice 4-inch round gauges with GPS built in for like 280. So at least you can know how fast you're going, you know. And it's not even for when you're racing, but just realistically when you're just driving around town. So besides that, that's gonna all clean up. And then just my starter wire, which, you know, I took out the main terminal, but then that starter signal is what comes from this blue box, the ignition switch box that's right here. So if you guys have an issue with this and the car not starting, you can pull out I believe it's this sensor plug, and then no, it's one of these two. I can't remember, I'm looking at it backwards. But you pull this out and then you just jump a 12 volt, and then that sends a signal to the starter. So in case this solenoid sticks and you're stuck at the mall, or, you know, somewhere, fucking school, that's the wire that you just need to jump, and then you can, you know, turn on the car. But anyhow, that's what's going on, and hopefully I can you know, clean this up, and then I want to get these bad boys into. So more sagas, but it's coming together. So all right.